Adik Presiden RI Prabowo Subianto sekaligus pengusaha Hashim Djojohadikusumo menodongkan pertanyaan perihal energi baru terbarukan kepada konglomerat dunia Bill Gates. Hashim Djojohadikusumo bertanya perihal pembangkit listrik dari tenaga nuklir yang pernah dibuat Bill Gates di China. Hashim pun mengorek-ngorek pemikiran Bill Gates mengenai energi nuklir. Hashim kemudian menjelaskan kepada Bill Gates bahwa pemerintah Indonesia juga kini tidak kalah getolnya dengan China untuk memasifkan energi baru terbarukan. Hal itu terjadi saat Prabowo bertemu Bill Gates dan sejumlah pengusaha Indonesia di Istana Jakarta Rabu 7 Mei. Bill Gates pun menjawab pertanyaan Hashim yang merupakan utusan Presiden bidang iklim dan energi ini. Bill Gates memaparkan ketika dirinya membangun Gates Foundation, dia menyadari bahwa negara berkembang membutuhkan listrik dengan biaya yang murah. Maka dari itu Bill Gates mulai tercerahkan tentang perubahan iklim dan memahami bahwa manusia harus mengurangi emisi hingga akhirnya mencapai titik nol. Namun Bill Gates mengakui bahwa pembangunan energi berbasis nuklir memang tidak murah. Bahkan proyek itu baru selesai dibangun di luar target awal. Pembangunan energi terbarukan itu juga merupakan usaha patungan dengan China. Sayangnya, Bill Gates tidak bisa membangun proyeksi yang sama di China lantaran pemerintah Amerika Serikat saat ini terang-terangan menyatakan ketidaksukaan terhadap China. Bill Gates mengatakan saat ini pihaknya sedang membangun reaktor pertama mereka di Amerika Serikat. Menurut Bill Gates, inovasinya kali ini akan dibuat menjadi lebih murah dan sangat aman. Saat ini sejumlah negara maju seperti Jepang, Korea Selatan, Prancis, dan Inggris juga mulai tertarik dengan energi nuklir yang saat ini bisa jauh lebih murah. Rencananya 20 reaktor pembangkit listrik dari tenaga nuklir akan selesai dibangun pada tahun 2030 mendatang.
Mr. Gates, would it be possible to talk about non-health issues today?
Certainly.
Thank you. My understanding is that you're very interested and you've invested a lot of money in renewable energy. I've had several meetings with one of your partners, Edward Young, who is one of your partners, I believe still is one of your partners. So I'd like to know your thoughts about nuclear energy, SMRs. I understand you're in fact investing in Wyoming and nuclear energy, SMRs. You may know that our government is going to embark on a very ambitious nuclear power generation program. The second thing is on nature-based solutions. I'm very much into nature-based solutions and environmental issues. Reforestation, basically, is my passion, wildlife, and through wildlife, reforestation, and restore habitats for wildlife. So I'd like to know what you wanted to do and where you're going with your nuclear and your views on nature-based solutions. Thank you.
Yeah, so, as I started doing the foundation work, it became clear to me that we need low-cost electricity to help countries develop. But I also started to be educated about climate change and, understanding that, we have to reduce emissions eventually to zero. And so I talked to my friends about, okay, can we make nuclear energy cheap? So I started a company in 2006 that's called TerraPower to make what's called the 4th generation reactor. Today's reactors are water-cooled and they have a lot of pressure in the reactor. So they're a bit complicated, so often the cost can be very high. And so I thought, it's very hard to start a new design, but that would be a huge benefit. And so now it's taken longer than we expected. We started out as being a joint venture in China, and then the US government decided they didn't like us working in China. And so we had to change, and actually now, as you said, we're building our first reactor in the United States. There's a lot of countries that really need nuclear energy. And so we have to make it cheap, and we have to show that this new design is extremely safe. And places like Japan, South Korea, France, the UK, they have in their plans a desire to use nuclear energy. But right now the plants are expensive. And so we are hoping as we build 20 of these reactors, the cost can be very low. Part of that will be through a very strong partnership we have with some companies in South Korea. Hyundai and SK are investors in this work. And so in 2030, that first reactor will turn on. And so during that decade,